Hello, beautiful queens. My name is Yessi D, and you're now watching Woman to Woman. So, welcome back to another amazing episode of this amazing show. But today is going to be a little different because, in honor of Father's Day last weekend, I thought I would invite one of my favorite YouTubers of my favorite family. So, please, Sammy, please come out here.
Thanks for the great intro, partner.
Of course, anytime. How you been?
I'm alright. Can't complain.
Before we begin, if you do hear any noise in the background, it is his beautiful daughter, so give it up for Isabella. Alright, so what's today's topic?
So today we are going to be talking about women's rights.
Do you know any history that's not from Google?
So some facts straight from Google. Women's suffrage rights started back in the 1800s after a convention in Seneca Falls, New York. Alright, passed on June 4th, 1919. The 19th Amendment, I thought that was kind of interesting. 1919 was the year, the 19th Amendment. Gave all American women the right to vote. Now, something that I found interesting in sports is that there's a big difference between men's sports and women's sports. So the first World Cup, which is going on right now, was actually back in 1930 and it was men only. Now, women didn't have a World Cup until the 1991. And the USA women actually won the first World Cup and they've won it 3 times since.
Wow.
Right? The men US team has never won.
What? Give it up for the women! Get it? Woman to woman. Hey.
Right? So,
slapper.
I mean, that's just a little bit of history about women's rights. I didn't really look up too much, but, you know, it's just interesting things, especially when it comes to sports, which is something that we idolize so much as Americans. Well, not even just as Americans, just in the world in general. You know, sports is such a big topic, and I feel like, you know, there's a big disconnection between men and women in sports. Like, we don't have a professional baseball, like, a professional softball, I guess, for women. You know, the Women's National Basketball Association is very underviewed and stuff like that. So it's definitely very interesting to see. We do have a big disconnection between men and women in a lot of things, not just sports.
I feel like in sports, well, because I played sports, so I feel like for basketball, when I did play basketball, men got cheered on more than women did, so they had a whole cheerleading just for them, and I felt like, what about us? Like, why don't we get that cheering? How come, like, when we shoot a basket, wow, let's go, like,
Absolutely.
no, but the men did. I just feel like in that aspect, I would like if we both, like, were there together, we work together,
Absolutely.
but that's why we're here. We're here to make a change.
Yep.
So, in your eyes, how do you see women's rights?
So, in my eyes, I think we're all human. I think at the end of the day, we should all have rights. It should be like that everywhere, not just in America. Every person in every country should have basic human rights, right?
So
now,
what type of human rights are you talking about?
Like human rights, like the right to live, the right to buy property, the right, any basic human right, you know, the right to have property, the right to freedom of speech and stuff like that. It shouldn't just be Americans, like this whole, you know, not to bring politics into it, but this whole ICE and, you know, the Donald Trump stuff, like, everyone as a human being should have the right to live wherever they want. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be such difficult things. Like, it shouldn't be such a difficult process for me to want to go and live here or live here or live here. If I have the money and I want to go and live in Germany, what's to stop me? If somebody has the money to come to America and start a new life, why should they be stopped? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's basic human rights. Like, why is there such you know, strong regulations on stuff like that? Now, when it comes to things like voting, that's when there should be a little bit more of like a vetting program where it's like, you can't vote in this country until you have your citizenship, but you're free to live here, you're free to work here, you're free to do your things.
You gotta understand our country in order
Absolutely.
to vote.
You need to have that due process and you need to be a citizen and stuff like that. So that's where I feel like that's where the rights should be a little bit more, you know, like chosen and, you know, you need to be vetted. But I feel like this whole, you know, separating families and sending people back and stuff like that, I feel like that's just unconstitutional. That's just like stripping away basic human rights. Like, if somebody came here looking for a better life, why are we so heartless as to say, no, go back? Like, we don't want you here.
Or keep the kids, but you gotta go.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
your kid was born here, so you gotta go, but we'll
These
keep
are
your
kids
right?
that are gonna grow up without their parents, without knowing their nationality, without knowing their language. You're gonna be stuck here, just living that American dream that not everybody gets to live.
Right.
So back to that's just a little insight into what we're talking about.
Right. So another thing that I've come to notice with women's rights and men and women in particular is women deserve to be paid the same as men for jobs that they are doing. That's the same thing. So I've come to notice, and this is like very like factual is that women are underpaid for jobs that men are getting paid for to do.
You telling me that as a woman in construction, I got paid so much less than so for example, a coworker of mine, same age, same field, got paid so much more, and me, the same experience, got paid so much less. So what does that mean?
Even you could have even had more experience, and he still probably would have gotten paid more just because of his. He's
a guy, exactly. And it's just funny to me that it's not funny. It's more interesting because you're a guy and you're saying these things about like it's because you don't see that nowadays. You don't see men like, oh, I'm gonna fight for these women's rights. You don't see none of that. So it's very good that you are doing this because not a lot of people do that.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just, it's not even equality. It's equity. If you're doing this work, you should be paid for your work. You shouldn't be paid because of your race, your skin color, your gender. You should be paid for the work that you're doing. So if I'm a man and I'm doing this job and you're a woman and you're doing this job and we're doing the same jobs, same qualifications, same experience, why should I get paid more than you? It just doesn't make any logical sense for guys to be paid.
You gotta remember that when not just anything, but not just our country, but any country was founded by men. Right. So in the beginning of all times, men always took over and women were always left behind. So even till this day, men are still taking over, and it's like, look, for example, we never had a female president. Why? True. Because this was founded by men.
Absolutely.
And they think that women can't do it. And I'm sure that there's a bunch of great men with the same knowledge that a woman has. What is it so hard for us women to be voted in?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm just saying.
Back when this whole Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump thing was going on, there was so many people saying, I'd rather vote for Trump, even though I hate him, than vote for a woman. Yep. And it's like, it's sickening to know that that's how people like process something like that. Like, I didn't really like either candidate, to be honest, but that's just, my personal opinion.
I wasn't even old enough to vote.
Just political, But the fact that some man somewhere thought it was okay to say, I'd rather vote for Donald Trump and hate my life than vote for Hillary Clinton and maybe have her do something for me or actually enjoy having her as a president. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sickening as a man to know that there's men out there that have that kind of mindset.
It's true. And, like, you're 20, right? About 21. So, if you saw my previous episode, yes, you would know that his wife was here. And he's a young man who's married young and has his own child. So, in our generation, because we're the same age, how do you think men in our generation look at us now?
That's a great question. So,
let me sip my water that's not tea.
Absolutely. In this generation, I feel like it is so disgusting what social media and what video games has done to us.
Explain, please.
If you look at any popular teen video game and you look at any female character, what do they look like?
They look half naked.
Their chest is out, they have enlarged breasts, or their butt is a lot larger than it should be, or they're barely wearing anything. Yeah. Exactly. Like, think about Lara Croft Tomb Raider. That's one of like a really popular game. Well, I'm not sure if it is anymore, but it was a really popular game. And she's literally fighting demons and monsters, and that appeals to those teens. But what really appeals to them is her barely wearing any clothes.
Look back at Wonder Woman.
Exactly.
What is she wearing? How tight is it? How tight is it? Her curves is showing everything.
Miss Incredible. Like, it's just everywhere. And it's like things that we don't really like understand. Like, we don't see that. But if you take the time and you look and you go back and you look at all those video games that these young kids are playing, every woman is sexualized. Everywhere. And all of it. So when they grow up, all they think about is women are sexual objects.
You know? Like on social media, like Facebook, for example. For example, a woman, she's supposed to get so many million likes because she has her body shown. Oh my God, the things I would do to her. But a woman that's fully covered gets that word dub. Like, we don't get recognized. We don't nothing because what? We're not showing what we got.
Exactly.
And I feel like back then we were covered so much, and now that. And like, we were still sexualized, but now that we're like, I feel like we have that freedom, but yet we're forced that we have to dress that way.
So
because if we don't, then we don't get the attention that we deserve. And I feel like as a woman, I don't want to be showing my body. I don't want to.
Right.
That's just not what I want to do.
And even if you did, you should have the right to do so without feeling, victimized and having people looking at you and talking about you and stuff like that.
For an example, today, me and my mom went to get some Mexican food, Taco Lupita. Shout out to Lawrence, check it out. Anyways, so we went and we were passing this club that's right next to the restaurant, and this guy comes down and he says, we're looking for females for the club, but like really like, hey, we're looking for females. Come work with us, and that was disgusting.
Right.
The fact that it was like, you know what? It's just like a club setting. You think automatically woman, and it's like I don't know. It just made me feel really uncomfortable. I don't know if for you guys feel that way. Like comment below your thoughts and opinions. But for me, I just felt disgusted because that's all you think of us is bottle girls with no clothes just to be in the club. I don't know. That was just.
So also nowadays, coming off of that, video games and kids are being introduced to social media and video games at such a young age, and it's incredible. Like instead of having kids play outside, they got them watching videos and stuff like that. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna tell anybody how to raise their children, but you know, being introduced to that kind of stuff over and over and over again, so many years from such a young age, and developing into seeing all that stuff, is making men think that they are superior to women, and like. The way I think about it, I mean, I'm honestly a feminist, so I'm kind of biased towards women. Yeah. I think women are superior. We're definitely inferior. Because if you think about it, men and women can do all of the exact same things. There's not one thing that I can do that she can't do. And if you guys can't say, oh, we're stronger, I can lift, because there's definitely a girl somewhere out there that can lift way more. She could probably lift me 3 times over.
Your wife had a whole child. I don't think
so. That's what I was just about to get to. So there's nothing, no physical, mental, anything that a man can do that a woman can't do. Now on the plus side, women can carry a full-term baby, 9 months, inside of themselves that men cannot do. You know what I'm saying? We have a reproductive system, yeah, so do they. You know what I'm saying? Guys are like, oh yeah, they can't have a woman without our sperm. Well, they can go to a sperm bank and they can have a child without having anything to do with a man.
You guys need us.
But we can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need women. So I feel like I see that a lot, definitely with these younger generations, is like, they think men are superior. They think
they need them.
They think women need us, exactly. When it's like, no, we need them. Because without them, we can't have a kid. We can't have a home. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be men. We're going to be animals, pretty much. Like, that's, the guy's mind is literally meant to just reproduce. That's why guys love having, and I don't know if you guys swearing, but like sex and stuff like that. Like, that's a guy's mindset, is just to reproduce. They don't have anything else. Women are nurturing. Women are caring. Women are empathetic. Women have so much other qualities that men don't carry. All we care about is,
Sammy,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, whenever I hear like men, especially disrespecting and using derogatory terms towards women, it's just like, it breaks my heart as a man, because it's like, we can't do half of the things that we do without them. Like, I'm honestly blessed to have the wife that I am, and she's behind the camera right now. I'm honestly blessed to have the wife that I have, because without her, half the stuff that I do right now, I wouldn't be able to do. The apartment that I have, I wouldn't have it. The car that I have, I wouldn't be able to afford it. The beautiful baby girl that I have, I wouldn't be able to have had her. You know what I'm saying? Like, without my wife, I couldn't do half of the stuff that I'm doing right now. Maybe I would have in a couple years, but I get to enjoy all of that now, on top of enjoying my little girl because of my girl. You know what I'm saying?
And you have a little girl.
Exactly.
Get it? I just feel like, like, as a woman, like, I'm not bashing on no man, like, at all. Like, you guys, like, as a woman's point of view, like, you guys do what we do. Like, we go hand in hand. Like, not only relationships, friendships, partnerships, like, just everyday life. Like, we go hand in hand, and I don't know why. What's the barrier between us? Like, we all, like, benefit from each other. Like, I want to feel like you could take from me and I could take from you. Absolutely. And it's not because of our genders that we have to be like, oh my God, like, I have this and you have that. It's not. We should be equal. We should be one. This is why this world is the way it is. It's the reason why people are fighting. It's the reason why there's wars. Even in religion, I was trying to get at. Even religion, the Bible, where they start, Adam, Eve came from Adam. And I'm not trying to bring religion or politics.
No,
but I just feel like that's where everything has started.
Absolutely.
And it's sickening that people believe like men is like that people kneel to men, like everything, and like it's so sad. Like earlier I saw this, like the silly post, like, oh, men should be served in a regular plate, not a paper plate, and it's like, who cares? You're eating the food that she made. Exactly. And if it really bothered you, then I'm sorry, this is not for you then, because it is what it is. So I don't know. I'm just really thankful that you came on today.
I'm glad that you mentioned that whole religion thing, because I mean, I'm biased on this as well. I believe that religion was all set up to get people to believe a certain thing in a certain way. But like you just said, if you think about it, going back, this was all started by a man. And like, I don't want to disrespect anybody's
We're not
religion
disrespecting anybody at all.
But this was all started by a man. Why was God a man? Why was, like, who's to say that God and Jesus and, you know, wasn't a woman? Like, why? Where did this all start from? You know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, if you go all the way back and you look at the history, it's like men are creating these things to keep themselves in power. Like religion, government, like you said, no female presidents. Why is that? You're telling me that Yessi D is less qualified to be a president than me? No, you know what I'm saying? And there's definitely so many intelligent and bright women that have come and passed and stuff like that could have been a great president, better than most of the guys that we've had, because we've had a lot of pretty messed up presidents. So it's just like men have kept themselves in control because that's just how it's been from the beginning of time, literally.
And we're not bashing no men. It's just I know so many amazing guys like Sammy. I have so many amazing friends that are guys that, you know, respect. What we're trying to say is, why is it taking us so long to get where we need to be as women? And so abortion thing. Why do people have to tell us what we can do or what we can do?
I was just about to bring that up too.
I don't know. We just think alike. I think we're partners. That's why.
Right. I was just about to bring that up.
I don't know. It's just. Why? Like, what's taking us so long to get what we need? Like, it's not that hard to be like, hey, just pay me the same way. Okay, I need extra help lifting this. Okay, but why can't I just get paid the same way? I'm still the same hours,
right.
The same pace, the same project. Right. Why? Okay, for example, me and you are both security guards.
Right.
Okay, we both do third shift, but I'm getting paid less. Why is that? Right. And you're getting paid more. Why is that? We're doing the same rounds. We're doing the same thing. What's the barrier between us?
The only thing that I think should create a pay difference is qualifications. If I have such and such certificates that you don't have, or you have such and such certificates that I don't have, then that's where we should have different pay ranges and stuff like that. Like at our job right now, we work at a warehouse, right? I know how to drive a forklift, so I get paid more than most of the people that I'm working with. You know, but that's because I have that qualification that they don't have. So that separates me from them. They're doing the same job, but when I'm on the forklift, I'm doing something that they wouldn't be able to do with their qualifications.
You have to be certified for that.
Exactly. So
I know because I'm licensed, I'm certified on the forklift too.
Exactly. So I feel like it just depends on certain certifications that you have and certain things that you can bring to the table that should give you such and such pay increases. But if you guys are all, let's say it's an entry job, we should all enter at the same
like
rate.
Retail.
Exactly. So going back to abortion and women's rights, that's literally like you can't talk about women's rights without talking about abortion.
So as a man, because mostly men are talking about this, but there's no women in this at all. As a man, like how do you like just
I'm definitely in the hot seat right now because this is such a big topic. But the way I view abortion rights, and this is just my view, is it is the woman's right to do whatever she pleases with her body. A man has no say. If I was your significant other and I was like, no, I have no say because at the end of the day, it's your body.
But I understand at the same time.
But I understand
as the parent of the parent.
If you're not ready, I understand. But I feel like, and this is where things get a little bit like tricky, is like, if you're not ready for that step, then take the precautions. If you're not taking the precautions, then suck it up. Honestly, if like for guys, like if you're not wearing your condoms, if you're not doing your thing, making sure she's on birth control,
safety first,
and you got her pregnant, suck it up. If she wants to keep the baby, it's her right. You know, that's her body. We would never understand what it feels like to have an abortion, to have a miscarriage, to have a stillborn. We will never understand that type of pain and
it's not even
emotion.
It's not even like physical pain. It's
it's like emotional pain, like the emotional draining, like. We will never understand that because we can't. It's not part of our body. So we have no right to say, hey, take that out of you. I'm not ready for that. If you were ready and man enough to, do your thing and not use your protection, suck it up. Now, on the other hand, if you use your protection and you were careful and such and such happened,
and because accidents do happen,
then at that point it becomes a way deeper conversation. It's me and you sitting down together to talk about this. It's not, I don't want you to have it because this and that, and I'm not,
because
it's me and you. We were careful. It happened. Now what? You know what I'm saying? Yes, maybe an abortion might be on the table. Maybe it's not. Maybe you still want to go through with it, and I don't want to. So then it becomes a deeper conversation, and that's something that you guys have to have together. It's not he makes a decision, it's not she makes a decision without him, because that's another thing that women are saying, I don't have to talk to. Be human, you know what I'm saying? If I'm part of this relationship as well, that baby is the same half mine that it is yours. So be a human, converse with me, let me know what you're thinking. I'm gonna let you know what I'm thinking. If we can't come to an agreement, then we'll figure it out from there. But don't just say, well, I'm not gonna talk to him because it's my body, it's my baby, it's my this, is my that.
Talking about babies, your baby in the background.
If you guys were both careful and you guys didn't plan it and it happened by accident, I mean, it's a blessing anyways. Talk about it. Like it's not that deep. Now, where I want to talk to now.
Wait, like my dad always says, if you're adult to make that choice and lay down and do what you gotta do, you're an adult to do with your responsibilities. But this is your show, man. This is your show.
Now, because I know there's a lot of women out there.
And you're gonna get a lot.
It's okay. Listen, I like when people give me their opinion because at the end of the day, maybe somebody out there could change my mind. You know what I'm saying? So enlighten me. But now there's a lot of women out there that are having their fun, that they don't care, and they're just doing it out of local, and they end up pregnant, and they have abortion after abortion after abortion.
And it's true.
I think at that point, it shouldn't be allowed.
They should have records of that person.
Because now they are taking advantage of something that is being offered. You know what I'm saying? They're taking advantage of, I don't care. If I get pregnant, I'll just get an abortion. And that's not okay. Because at the end of the day, I get it. Abortion is, it is what it is. But it is a potential life that you are taking away that could have been on this earth, that could have lived 100 or 200 years. You know, you never know. Like that's a life that you took off of this earth. And now, if you're doing if you're doing it carelessly, that's where I have an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like I give women have 100% my support to have an abortion for their certain situations, like rape or young little girls that are getting pregnant. They have my full support to get an abortion because at the end of the day, that is gonna change their life forever. You know what I'm saying? They can have the abortion, get into some type of protective service, and that's it. They can live their life normally and they can have a child when they're ready. But to say, oh no, you can't have an abortion because these are the laws and you can't do it or you're gonna go to jail, that's insane. A little 12-year-old girl that got raped and now she's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's,
or like child
brides and stuff like that.
Like
and
what?
That's not
You're
okay.
gonna let a 10-year-old be a mother?
That's
like
what I'm saying. But when it comes to those girls, and there are those girls out there, and you guys know, I'm not lying about this. There are those girls out there that just have fun and they don't care about it, they don't think about it, and they think, if I get pregnant, I'm gonna just abort it anyway.
Talking about women, now I'm gonna defend my woman too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now we're going back, like you said, the woman. There's a lot of men out there that are very careless too.
Yeah.
Not trying to bash on no men, do you? But don't come here and you knocked the girl up. Knocked up, you know what I mean. Got her pregnant. Don't come here and expect her to get an abortion after she got attached to that child. You want to do what you did? You want to be out of that child's life? Do it. But don't expect her to be out that child's life. If she wants it, she's going to have it.
Absolutely.
But because of your stupidity, or I'm not trying to bash on no guys, but because of your choices and like the way you're so young, I'm so young, I want to live life, great. Get out of the child's life. It's better for the child than just telling the baby mama or the mother of your child, you know what, just take an abortion, get the baby away from you. Because now you're just thinking with other parts in your head. Exactly. Now you got a whole cold-hearted heart.
And that's what I told you. Guys think with that head and not this one. Mm-hmm. So I definitely agree with you on that. There are a lot of guys, and like I said, I'm very disappointed in all of these younger generations. Like, it's just so sad to see it. But there are a lot of guys that just, they don't think. Like, it's just like, they act off impulse. They act off like that. Like
so controlling too, especially in relationships. Controlling. So controlling leads to abuse. Like, what is going on?
Yes, I agree.
Like, what is going on?
So when it comes to that, honestly, I feel like it's just case to case. Like, it's just certain guys that have that mentality because I give my woman full freedom. She can wear whatever she wants. She can say whatever she wants. She can do whatever she wants. She can hang out with whoever. She can do whatever she wants. I'm not going to be one of those guys that say, no, you can't wear that because it's too short. If she wants to wear some shorts because it's going to be 102 degrees out, wear your shorts.
In Arizona.
If people compliment you, I'll compliment you even better. You know what I'm saying? Where I have an issue is girls entertaining it. But that's case to case as well. It's not every girl that does that. And you know what I'm saying? It's just a respecting. Like, I respect you. I know if you wear such and such things, it's not you're looking for attention or this or that. You're wearing it because that's what's going to make you comfortable. You're going to feel better in that outfit, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to respect me at the end of the day. If somebody says, hey, you look hot, like, what's up? I'm trying to get your number. You're going to say, no, I'm married. Like, you're going to defend me. I have that respect for my woman. But a lot of guys don't think that way. They think, you can't wear that because even though you're saying you're not looking for attention, you are, and this and this and that, and guys are gonna hit at you. And some guys literally get mad at women for other guys hitting on them when the girl has nothing to do with that.
Or simple likes on social media. How can I stop someone else from liking, like, what? Like, I just don't understand, like, little things like that. And I'm so glad you came literally to our Woman to Woman, because this needed to be said. And I don't care what nobody has to say. I'm going to defend my business partner to the day I die, and his wife to the day I die.
Absolutely.
It is what it is. Like, you know what? We had to say what we got to say, because if no one else is going to say it, who is? Who's going to be the voice for us? Who am I? What am I going to do if I'm not raising awareness for these women every single time I upload this video?
Same with me, and that's why I always say I'm definitely 150,000% a feminist. I believe women are superior to us. I believe women have way more potential than us. I mean, and this again is case to case, because there are some girls that are a little total, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 150,000% a feminist. Like, I love everything about women, about what they stand for, about what they mean, about what they do. And there's so much stuff that a woman could do that a guy can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, women without guys on this earth would probably still be alright. Not even reproducing or nothing, they'd probably still find a way to make stuff work. Well, guys, we'd probably lose our shit in like a month.
I've been without a man for like no boyfriend for 3 years, and I'm living my best life.
And I
ask
go, like,
my friends.
And I go like 2 days without man, and I'm like, I can't. My mind is all over the place. So I'm telling you, guys have that primal instinct. Like, this is literally what we're on earth for. Is reproduce, work, build this, reproduce. Like, that's our main purpose.
But not every guy is like this.
Exactly.
Not every guy is that way. So, you know what? Give yourself a big round of applause. Yes. Thank you so much for coming on my show. Like, wow. Like,
I hope you guys enjoyed.
You guys just like blew my mind away.
And if you guys have anything to say about my point of views and my opinions, or if you guys have anything to say at all,
that's a show.
You guys can comment to us. I love hearing feedback, especially from fans, especially from, you know, strong and empowered women and stuff like that. Like, I love hearing feedback. So comment down below if you have anything to say to me.
So any last minute thoughts before we wrap it all up?
Yo, I want to make sure that you guys are definitely supporting my girl Yessi D till the day she dies. You know what I'm saying? This is an amazing young woman, right? She got a lot going on for herself. She got a lot of positive vibes coming out to you women. All right? Make sure you guys follow our YouTube. I got to promote a little bit as well.
Yeah.
The Bundles family. I mean, we're taking some time off because we've been trying to figure some stuff out. Not anything, you know, bad, but like, we're just trying to...
Just life in general.
Yeah, exactly. You know, jobs and stuff like that. We're just trying to work some stuff out. But we will be posting. We're trying our best to put up some videos. But follow us anyways. Check out the videos we already have.
I'll put it down in my description below.
And I'm going to send them off my way, because she said this is my show. If you're having a bad day, just remember to breathe. Go respect the hell out of some women. Turn on the Bundles family and watch Yessi D's Women to Women. See you guys.
Alright. His name is Sammy, and this is his story. But until next time, beautiful queens. Bye.